one other thing. Let's grab a vacuum line.
Yeah,
that was another thing that that was one other thing that I saw. As soon as they hooked up a map sensor, it was able to. So we just need to pull the vacuum line off the back of the carburetor. This doesn't guarantee anything. All right, we got to figure something out. Yes!
Good job, boys. Good job.
Yes! All right, so we finally got this thing to start. This is what we waited for 8 days. Yes! Okay, are we ready?
Yep.
You gonna give her a little wop wop? Get it a little bit of heat to it, but then just so that the kids in the back can hear it. And see, we're driving to Utah. Everybody step back and take a deep breath. A breath of relief.
I don't want to put exhaust on it. I want to run it with straight headers.
That sounds so good.
I'm so happy.
Yes! All right, we knew it had to be something. The harness wires. On an LS engine, it is ran off of a control box. Well, the control box runs coils. Coils have a harness. Harness was on backwards. It's just like having plug wires backwards. So we just trial and error, flipped them around. They didn't work, reversed them, and boom, fired right up. Oh, this is exciting.
I am so
excited.
I'm so happy.
And welcome back. It is another video of this awesome 1957 Chevy. And guess what? In the last video, we couldn't get this thing to start, but it started, and now we can button this thing up so we can hit the road and get back to Utah. I didn't even hardly sleep last night because we couldn't get it to start. It was super late, and we just needed to go home and regroup. And here we are. We're not out of the woods yet. We still have exhaust. We still got the coolant to put in. We've got a few things. So we're gonna get back to work on that. This is exciting.
I have the box.
There's the box. All right, so starting at the top, shifter still not done. Lead brakes, we need to do that again. So we're not gonna cross that off. Secure brake lines, we need to do that. Install seats, half done. Fix hole and floor, that is done. Wiring, half. Windows are done. Door latches are done. Window regulator's done. Gas is done. Radiator needs a line. Coolant not done. MSD wiring, we know it works, so we're just gonna, battery, not there. Power steering is done. Look at that, we are inching down on the box. Cooling fan, done. Oh, start motor, it's done. Y'all like you.
Let's do it together. Oh, come on, ready? We'll bring.
Yes. Okay, greased everything. It still have grease, so it still needs alignment, and it needs that rowdy burnout. Yes. Drop the mic. I'm out. All right, we're gonna get the wiring all situated. Now that we know that the car runs, we just made another stop to the retail store. That's stop number 4. We're hoping to not hit that 6 mark, but we just might do it. Anyway, I'm gonna get this all stripped back. Get me a new end, put on the end of this battery cable, and we're gonna start wiring this thing. We got an awesome, so this is what we're gonna use to start the car and run it. Race car style switch panel. We got our starter, our main power, fan, whatever we need, tail lights, and then we're gonna put our painless wiring harness in once we get back. This is called a smash crimp. I like them, it's what I do. This will cover it. So we'll put a little bit of heat shrink on it so that it's all protected and it'll be good to go. So we've got our master fuses at the back. This is gonna run off of the alternator to our master fuse, down to our starter, and then our main power wire is gonna draw off of this fuse into the switch panel. Race car stuff, right?
Race car stuff.
I noticed you don't have your apron on.
I haven't worn it for a couple days because someone, not mentioning any names, is cold. So they turned the heater or the heat on, and so that makes it hotter.
Okay, that's not true because yesterday it was freezing cold and the other days it was freezing cold.
Well, because it's comfortable.
Look how pretty this looks.
Can you even believe it starts?
It starts and it runs awesome. And I'm getting the lower radiator hose installed right now. I'm just gonna put the thermostat housing together, get it all clamped up. We are about to be in business. I got the lower radiator hose all made and installed.
Expertly like?
Yeah, expertly like. So I'm gonna start putting in a couple gallons of coolant so that the next time we start this, we can top it off. Hillbilly got the battery box in. We're gonna get the battery in place and start getting the wiring handled on this. We're getting close, like really, really close. It's not even fit. So I'm actually not gonna put any coolant in because we're gonna be putting a temperature gauge in, and I've gotta pull a plug out of the head, and if I fill it up, coolant's gonna come out of the head. So we're gonna wait until Justin gets back from the retail store, trip number 5. Dang it, we're gonna hit 6. And then once we put that temp gauge in, the sensor, I will put coolant in. Just got the throttle linkage put in. Bud's working on the starter wire that goes down. We're gonna get switch panels put in. We've got the battery in. As soon as we get the temp gauge put in the side of the block, I'm gonna fill it with coolant. We're moving right along.
Menards. Robbie had to do some video with Summit. So me, Hillbilly, and Bud
Got kicked out.
Yeah, so we're gonna go find some things to spruce up the 57.
So my idea is I think we should find some fake plastic grass for the floor mat so that way we can feel like our feet are in the grass.
Robbie would love this.
Let's do it. Robbie,
What?
you're going to love the new floor mat for the car.
What in the heck is that?
Floor mat for the car.
That's Hillbilly's backside.
This isn't going up front, is it?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No, it's the whole car. We also got floor mats.
All right, yeah, because I'm not putting my feet on grass.
Are you gonna drive barefoot?
Well, I would. Got the air cleaner all built.
You know, there may be $20 worth of coolant in that vacuum cleaner over there, but I don't even care. It's not on the floor. Our thermostat gasket was leaking, and that's like a swivel style adjustable neck. So I think when we put it together, we might have rolled the seal in it. So I was filling the system with coolant, and we got a drip. So I needed to change that gasket, and it was already really full. So Robbie's like, "Oh, grab the vacuum cleaner," and puts it in the top, and that puts vacuum on it and sucks it, so coolant won't come pulling out of the motor. That Milwaukee vacuum cleaner is so good.
Powerful.
Yes, then it
sucked
sucked
up all
all
the
the coolant out of this thing. And
But not a drop of coolant is on the ground and requires cleanup.
work smarter, not harder.
Do the blinkers work?
All I got right now is taillights and brake lights. They're not hooked into any switches or anything yet. I am working on getting lights to work. So I got taillights, I got brake lights, and I'm now working on the headlights. I got them to work by hot wiring them directly to a battery, so now I'm hooking them up into a switch.
And look at all the coolant I caught in my catch pan.
I am just getting all the wiring hooked into our switch panel. See if we can get this thing to fire on the switches. We've just about got it. Now this one's gonna be fan. And I think it's time we go through the list. I'll hold the box, you do the marking.
Oh,
So,
heck yeah.
fuel line's done. Shift, I just got the shifter done. Bleed brake, that's done. Secure brake lines, done. Exhaust, not done. Seats, still got to install one. Wiring, done. Kenny's just finishing that up. That'll be taken care of.
Who's Kenny?
That's Kenny.
Say hi, Kenny.
Hello.
Kenny is my childhood best friend. I don't know, he's who I do this stuff at home with.
He's here to save the day.
Yes, he's the czar of Strugglesvania, the torch hand from the promised land, our Lord and Savior currently.
Yes, and we're gonna be taking the car down to his house to work on the exhaust because we don't have a welder here. That's where we're at.
Coolant!
Oh, that's done.
It's done!
Coolant's done. MSD's done. Steering's done. Battery's done. Look at this. This list is getting smaller.
Oh, is radiator knocked out?
Oh, radiator's knocked out. We still have to everything. We still have to check bolts. We got better than shaggy carpet. Feast your eyes on the AstroTurf. Shaggy grass. So they went down to Menards and got us some grass. We got it.
Yeah.
Not installed, but it's off. We need an alignment and a rowdy burnout.
Yes.
So we're gonna be lifting this up, checking bolts, checking everything, greasing it. Alignment is tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Need to install one seat, exhaust, and a hood.
Yes.
So we're down to four and a half, so five things to do. And we're gonna be hitting the road.
So close!
You can almost taste it.
Yes, I can feel the open air in my hair, bugs in my teeth, just...
We are currently pushing the BelAir out because we're gonna go put the exhaust on, and then that means alignment's next. And just finish up a few things, and then we're gonna go home.
I am now fixing the boss's seat so she can have somewhere to sit.
Here at Kenny's farm, when we are working on getting the exhaust mounted, night before we're taking off, reading instructions. We're trying to do this right.
We're gonna make it less loud.
Is that working?
Gotta tighten it down, drill one more hole because that one's not quite in the spot where I can get a bolt through it.
This is in.
I just gotta pull it out, weld up that in the bracket, and this should be done.
So we're here at Rittman Automotive over here in Rittman, Ohio to get our car aligned. And the folks over here knocked it out right. We can't thank Kyle, Brandon, Cassie, and Sean enough for having us in today and getting this thing done. It's all aligned and ready to go, so we're gonna back it off the rack and we're heading to the muffler shop. Yeah, I'm thinking so. It's so fast. Ah! Ow! we made it from the alignment shop over to Ritzman Mufflers over here in Norton, Ohio. Now, we hung the Flowmaster kit on it and got the thing really close, but getting the headers connected to the rest of the exhaust was a little bit of a task. So we opted to go to the best exhaust guys in the business by us and bring it over to here so they can knock it out. Once this thing's done, it'll have a full exhaust on it, and we're one step closer to getting Robby on the road and heading across the country.
So last night, Hillbilly and Robby were working on the muffler, and they just couldn't get it to work. There was pieces that needed to be bent. It probably needed to be welded. So we brought it to a muffler shop.
So we're in Norton, Ohio. We just had Ritzman Muffler build us downpipes and install our exhaust system for us. You want to talk about service? These guys know their mufflers. They just, in about 45 minutes, completely did the exhaust system on this 57. I just took it for a little drive. Still a little jittery. I cannot wait to get on the road. But for now, we're gonna load back up on Kenny's trailer. We're headed back to Summit Racing to button a few things up, but this 57 is a little bit mind-blowing. I cannot wait. So excited now. Thank you, Ritzman Muffler. They got us right in. Same with Rittman Automotive in Rittman, Ohio. They got us in and got the alignment done this morning. Man, these little communities really came together for us, and we're super, super happy about it. So let's get this thing loaded up and let's go. Just had our first little issue. We loaded it on the trailer and this upper radiator hose blew out. So once we get back to Summit, we're gonna redo that upper hose, get this all cleaned up. I'd rather it happen on the trailer or inside the building before out on the open road. So just a minor thing, but we'll get it taken care of. This is insane.
We're done.
We just did months worth of work in 9 days. All I know is we're ready to hit the road. Yes. So today has been crazy, but we thrashed and we are done. We have everything. We're ready to hit the road. So we're gonna let Justin pull this thing out of the Summit Racing studio. And we're gonna go around front, say our goodbye, and we're hitting the road to Louisville.
Can you imagine if I just flipped this car off the lift on camera? What else do we have left? Exhaust!
Done. Install seats, done. Grease everything, done. Check bolts, we checked them. It is aligned. Hood? Yeah.
Last
Say,
thing.
there's one thing left to do. Let's go do a rowdy burnout.
We did it! It's done!
It's time to go for its maiden voyage.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's got good brakes, it's got good steering. It sounds good. It sounds really good. All right, so there's one thing left to do.
We're in an undisclosed location on the streets of Mexico.
Mexico.
And now it's time to test it.
All right.
Yes.
All right, let's get back to America.
Yeah, it's a long drive across the Texas border.
We got a stuck brake from our little rowdy burnout, but at least it's in Mexico and not in America. We got it all broke in. The last thing. The 57's broke in, we're done. We cannot thank Summit Racing enough. And Justin, without you, you're the real MVP, man.
Dude, this was a pleasure. I had so much fun with you guys this week, and this was a ball, you know. I can't wait to see you guys make it back, and I'll come out your way next time.
Absolutely. We want to thank Summit Racing, and we want you guys to help us thank them. So head over, watch their videos, subscribe, make sure you let them know that we sent you. Enjoy their content. You're going to see this beautiful person over there. He's got a lot of amazing content that you guys want to check out. Until next time, man.
Yeah,
appreciate it. We're hitting the open road. Next stop, Louisville, Kentucky.
We just left Summit. How's it?
Yeehaw! On the way home.
Yep, we're going home. So far, you can see so much rust just bouncing off of the car.
Is there gonna be a car left by the time we get home?
I don't know. But there's rust bouncing off, and you can see Robby in his seat just bouncing up and down.
Maybe we should get some plywood to stick under everything so when the floor rots away, the plywood hits the frame and we're still safe to hit the ground.
So we just made it to the first gas station. I think we've gone 30 miles. So I am in a wind tunnel of fury of dust and particles. Once it all gets blown out, we get the thing vacuumed, then we'll let the boss ride in passenger seat. For now, we're just gonna keep on trucking down the road. We're gonna fuel up, get some snacks, because we're headed to Louisville, Kentucky. That's our goal for the night. We'll keep track of how many times we go to a gas station, because we have a 15.5 gallon tank. We don't have a fuel gauge. So we're gonna fill up and we're gonna just go until it runs out. Then we'll know how many miles we can get. So we've driven exactly 30 miles. We did 10 miles on our test run. That's 40 miles. And it took us 10 gallons to fill this up. That means that we've burned 5 gallons in 40 miles.
What's the math? What's the math?
8 miles per gallon. It's gonna take 250 gallons to get home.
Hey, I can help that. Give me an air compressor. I'll give you 3 extra gallons.
Well, we better fill up a water jug for the road. We're 150 miles in, stopping for our second fuel stop. We're gonna get our fuel mileage. 9.6 gallons. That's exactly what it took the last time. All right,
I know it's because our elevation's rising, so it's burning less fuel.
115 miles.
Because
I
we're
think we got
rising
better.
in elevation.
I think we did get good gas mileage. 11.89 miles per gallon. Go that back way. Almost 12 miles per gallon. It's miles per gallon, not miles per gallon.
And we've been smiling the whole way.
Oh yeah, this is pretty cool. It's got so much power. All right, so we're headed to Louisville. We're like 198 miles out, so we're gonna get back on the road.
Hello.
You okay? My windshield wipers are going as fast as they possibly can, and I can't hardly see. How's your windshield?
Really good. I can see beads of water.
So you feel okay driving through this with no wipers?
Doing 70 miles an hour, so why not?
Okay, it looks like the ceramic coating worked.
Working really well.
So we're going through a rainstorm somewhere outside of Cincinnati, Ohio. Hillbilly has no wipers. That Avalon King ceramic coating, he can see right through the windshield. Proceed to the route.
Oh, whoa, lightning.
We're at stop number 3, and 57 is doing awesome.
Yeah, except that throttle gets used to.
Yeah. Oh, you mean the power?
No, that throttle, how stiff it is and sticky.
No, how amazing it is. Just a little wah. Why don't you tell the camera what you did?
Why don't you tell them, Mr. No Power?
Mr. No Power.
I never said anything.
It ain't no Ford.
I never said anything about no power. That ain't no whoa, 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 whoa. All right, whoop.
Sorry, you're just.
He was all supposed to be like, whoop, and he went.
It was supposed to be like a.
Well, I was barely pushing the gas and it was moving, so I gave it a little bit more and pushed a little harder and went whoop.
Yeah, and he did a complete 360 in oncoming traffic.
There's no oncoming.
Well, was
Light was red.
Probably the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Well, there's no cops.
Look at that windshield. It's really not that bad. For as bad as the rain was coming down, couldn't ask for anything better other than wipers. Not even hot. Everything's doing good. So we drove 5.5 hours. We made it to Louisville, Kentucky last night at 2 o'clock in the morning. We still have 1,700 miles to go. So stay tuned. As always, we appreciate you. If you enjoyed this video, go check out this one.